Supervisor Garcia, Mark Gomez, friends, followers, employees of the Office of Elections, welcome to the fourth edition of the Ballot Brief with Alina Garcia, Miami-Dade Supervisor of Elections. This is a special post-election holiday edition here in our studios. Madam Supervisor, thanks so much for again doing this, the fourth edition. And today we're joined by Mark Gomez, who helps lead outreach efforts here in the Office of the Supervisor of Elections. Madam Supervisor, just coming off runoff elections, which were widely lauded and praised for turnout, the buzz and the excitement in the community. Tell us about that and how things went that day.
Well, everything went smoothly as expected. I have the best team. The Office of the Elections has the best team ever, and everyone was on point. The turnout could have been a little bit higher, but we need to educate more, and that's what we're doing, trying to educate people more so that everybody understands the importance of going out to vote. So we're very excited that, the city of Miami, the city of Hialeah, and the city of Miami Beach have had their municipal elections, and we wish everybody well. We thank all the people that participated, the winners, the people that didn't make it this time around, but, it takes a lot to throw your name into the hat and be part of this be part of the political process. So I want to thank all the candidates and all the people that went out to vote.
And as I was mentioning, lots of praise. Members of the media, people in the community were approaching us and telling us how quickly the results were posted just after 7:15. What does that attribute to?
Well, that attributes to our great staff. We have great staff, and we also have new equipment, which is a lot faster. And when you have new equipment, they don't break down, so it's more effective, it's more secure, it's faster, and it's better.
The final note on this post-election recap is the fact that as we went out into the community, you went to dozens and dozens of sites during early voting and on election day, and so many people, both voters and poll workers, were talking about how special it was to see you, that they hadn't seen that presence of leadership at the polling places. Why do you get out there to do this? Why is that important?
There's a difference. There's a huge difference now because the office is now a constitutional office. And, my commitment is to the people of Miami-Dade County, and I want to ensure that everything is working properly. So, as you know very well, I'm a hands-on person, so I like to be out there in the community and to see firsthand that everything is working properly, that everyone is doing what they're supposed to be doing, and that's why, I enjoy so much also going out to the precincts and saying hello to all the voters and listening to what it is that their needs and wants are.
So shifting gears right now, you often say that faith, family, and service are your guiding principles. We are in the holiday season. You are elevating the bar in this office. And one of the things you've done is creating a very welcoming environment here at the Office of the Supervisor of Elections with decorations for the holiday, menorahs, Christmas trees. Why are the holidays and Christmas season so important to you?
Well, for me, the Christmas season is very important because it's the best time of the year, right? It's a time of the year where our Savior was born, and we celebrate His birth, and we celebrate goodness and joy and all that is good with the world. So for me, the holiday season, holiday means holy day. So I wish everybody to have a holy day. Happy Hanukkah. Hanukkah is also a great holiday where we celebrate the light, the light. And that's what we need in the world. We need light, not darkness, but light. So I wish everyone a Merry Christmas, a Happy Hanukkah, and a season filled with joy, happiness, and health.
You certainly bring a lot of light, Madam Supervisor, but you also bring substance and charity during this time of year, and that's why we have Mark here. We've done several things, not only to talk about the holidays, but to walk the talk. We had a farm share event just around Thanksgiving. We have another one coming up where we fed over 500 families. Of course, we are leading hurricane relief supplies for Hurricane Melissa. We'll have information below. And we're also doing a toy drive for the Lions Club. But Mark, tell us about Farm Share and this special partnership with this office.
Sure. So Farm Share is a beautiful, it's a great experience to be able to give back to the community, especially in the time where a lot of us just don't really count our own blessings and we just take them for granted. So when we're able to open up our doors, especially having done that Farm Share here under the leadership of Supervisor Garcia, area in front of our building where we were able to showcase, hey, look, our building is not just about elections all the time, right? Rather, we want to give back as well. So when we did that partnership with Farm Share, and they brought that truck filled with goods, right, with the protein and a couple of other goods, and we were able to give that to 580 families. It makes us feel a little bit better, especially around the holiday season, where we're able to give back and really just show, hey, we're all in this together. It's a family, right?
Absolutely. Madam Supervisor, you were really behind that effort, but other things too, the Lions Club Toy Drive, again, giving to the less fortunate, hurricane relief, which we want to remind people again, as we're here celebrating the holidays. People in Jamaica and other islands in the Caribbean are still reeling from Hurricane Melissa and the devastating damage. Again, why is doing that important? Elections are busy enough,
Well, that's
but
important.
we have to do that.
Of course, we're all in this together. We're one human race, and it's very important to help one another out. I think, we're part of a community. We're not just only the elections. We're part of a community, and Farm Share is a very important part of our community. There's a lot of people that are struggling out there, and it helps. So we're going to be doing this quarterly. We're going to be having a Farm Share event quarterly, and we're blessed. We live in the best country in the world, and we have everything. We have everything that we need and want. Not everybody has that kind of a blessing. So we want to ensure that we can help as many people as we can whenever we can.
Yeah, and if I may, I think that it's important to note the fact that we are doing the Farm Share is just a beautiful initiative, and especially when we collaborate with our partners. We did this one in partnership with Mayor Christy Fraga, where she helped out with the logistics, and their Parks Department was here, hands on. I think it really is a beautiful event. The next one will be February 24th, so it was like that we can just kind of tease it already. There'll be more information coming out shortly.
Absolutely. And you mentioned Mayor Frog and other elected officials. Madam Supervisor, you also went out and participated in other turkey giveaways and holiday drives. I'm looking at your schedule. I'm like, well, she's got to get somewhere else, but you rolled up your sleeves. You worked with Sunshine Gasoline. You work with commissioners, with others, distributing food and also toys. Why do you do that in your busy schedule?
As I said previously, it's part of our community. We need to be out there in the community, and we need to connect with people and try to, as we're out there, also engage them to come out and vote.
Absolutely. And that, again, that crossover, that connection to voting is really what it's all about. We open ourselves up to new audiences. We're bringing our services to people, which I know is important. You, the tax collector, the other constitutional officers have really made a difference in being visible and being present. Why is that important as well?
Well, we want to bring government closer to the people. We want people to have accessibility and for them to understand the importance of each of our offices, I was born in Cuba, and in Cuba, as you very well know, there's no freedom, there's no voting. And in order to have a healthy democracy, it's very important for people to go out and engage and participate in their civic duty.
And speaking of government and participation, we often say that elections are the cornerstone or really the nucleus of democracy.
Absolutely.
Without elections,
it is.
we have no government. So next year, it's a busy year for this department. We want to let voters know that we have upcoming municipal elections, Florida City, Coral Gables, but it's the midterm and gubernatorial elections. Madam Supervisor, give us a forecast of next year and what's coming.
Well, as we always say, if it's Tuesday, it's election day in Miami-Dade County. We service 34 municipalities, also the state government, the federal government, and the county government. So we have, next year we'll have, in August, we'll start with the midterms. But before that, we have the a ballot initiative with the city of Coral Gables, which is going to be very important. And we have Hialeah Gardens, Miami Gardens. We have a few municipalities, and I just encourage everyone to ensure that they're registered to vote if they are a U.S. citizen, and to ensure that they participate. It's very important to participate.
Mark, you lead some of these efforts to educate voters and engage and register voters in these cities that have elections. Tell us a little bit about the variety and diversity of outreach events that we do in this office.
Sure. Well, first off, next year is going to be crazy, right? It's going to be a lot of different elections happening. But yeah, we are our focus is trying to get as many people registered to vote and go anywhere that they invite us, right? So we've done hundreds of events this year, and I mean we're really proud of our small but mighty team. And we're anywhere that we get invited, we go and we take our voter registrations and our vote by mail request forms, and we are ready to serve anybody that asks us for that help and that assistance. And one of the most beautiful things is when people are asking us about that democratic process, what is it like and all that stuff. It's like, hey, look, it just takes 5 minutes to get registered to vote, and it's the most important thing you'll do as an American. And when we are at the USCIS, at the Immigration Naturalization Services, those people that come out of those ceremonies so happy to be officially American citizens. It's just so nice to see them get involved and then immediately say, hey, I want to be part of this. I want to make sure that my voice is heard. So we're able to help them out with that and make sure that their voice is their most powerful tool. So when we're registering people to vote, it makes us feel that much greater. And then we also have plans where we've had incredible meetings toward the end of this year with the folks from Miami-Dade County Public Schools and the folks from the Archdiocese of Miami Catholic Schools, so like that we can make sure that we're registering our 16-year-olds as well, so like that the moment that they turn 18, they're ready to vote. And I think that's an extremely important information piece that we're getting out there now. And our community partners have been incredible with us, and I think that's obviously to the leadership here. That we're able to get everywhere and that people just open our doors and open their doors for us. And it's really, really awesome. And it makes our team feel just that much better to be able to help out with democracy.
That's right.
We love that energy. You bring that energy every day, and that's a great recap. That's vitally important for this office is the outreach component. We are out there every day at 3 or 4 events. The supervisor often joins us. Sometimes when it's not on her calendar, we see her appear, but it's important to her. And again, Madam Supervisor, as we wrap up the show, you have made not only the technology improvements, but the outreach a top priority for this office.
Well, it's very important because, Miami-Dade County, we have a lot of people that have never voted, that they don't understand the process, that become U.S. citizens. And it's the first time that they will be voting. So it's really important to educate and to explain to them that it's not a mystery. It's very simple. You get a piece of paper, you choose your candidate, you bubble it in, and you're ready to go. You put it through the machine, and so that's what we're trying to bring. There's no mystery with the Office of the Elections. There's no mystery here. The important thing here is that you fill out your ballot, you vote for the candidate that you want, and make elections happen.
Security, accuracy, transparency, and of course accessibility are those pillars. But I think we went so far with some of the excitement and buzz that there was a little confusion, and I want you to clarify one thing, because so many people were excited to vote in Hialeah, Miami Beach, and Miami recently that we're getting calls from all over the county. People saw you in the media every single day and at events, but tell us, this is a county with 34 municipalities. Real quickly, recap where and how you can vote.
Right, well, we just had elections for the city of Miami, the city of Hialeah, and the city of Miami Beach. You have to live within the municipality in order to vote in those elections. If you live in Miami-Dade County, but you're not within the municipality, you can't vote on those elections. They were municipal elections. And many people were confused because, a lot of people, because we live in Miami, Florida, they think that everything is Miami and everything, the city of Miami has its boundaries. And just like the city of Coral Gables, the city of Hialeah, the city of Miami Beach, you live within certain boundaries of the county that make you eligible to vote in those municipal elections.
And if I may, I think that it's akin to the presence of the Office of the Supervisor. I think that the Supervisor has done a great job of helping us get animated to go out as well. So the fact that we're all over the place, I think that was a little bit also part of the confusion, which is a good thing because there was people animated that they really wanted to go vote, and then they just weren't able to because they just didn't live in one of those municipalities. But it is a good problem to have, I think, for next year. I think next year we'll see hopefully much bigger turnout. So,
but the quick solution is the voter card, and you've reissued many voter cards. We actually did graphics and pushed the voter card information on social media. But tell us the information, Madam Supervisor, that you find on your voter card to really clarify this.
Right. On your voter card, it tells you where it is that you're supposed to vote. It also tells you if you live within a municipality. And it tells you the different districts that you will have for your county commissioner, your school board, because for those elections also, you have to live within certain boundaries in order to vote for certain congressmen, certain school board members, certain commissioners for the county. You know, there are districts, and the districts mean that you're within certain boundaries, just like municipalities. A municipality, I guess you could call it a district, right, of the municipality. So that information is all on your voter registration card. And it's got our telephone number there. Please, you know, if you have any questions, feel free to call us. We're always willing to help and to give you any information that you may need.
305-499-VOTE is the number. Also on the card, if you live in the unincorporated area, it says that. So Miami-Dade has 34 municipalities, but a large unincorporated area that's served directly by the county government. And again, I think that's where some of the confusion stemmed. People who live in what's called UMSA, or we call it UMSA, the unincorporated area, actually are served by the county and not within a municipality.
Yes. Many people live in unincorporated Miami-Dade County. I am one of those people. So I don't get to vote in any of the municipalities. But I do get to vote for congressmen, for state house, for school board, you know, and that information is on my voter card. So it's a good resource to have.
So let's wrap this show up and land this show, Madam Supervisor. Final thought to our viewers here about the holidays and things coming up.
Well, I want to wish everyone a holiday filled with joy. It's the most wonderful time of the year. So happy Hanukkah, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. We hope to see you soon, and please stay engaged. And if you have any questions, call us.